Captain Michael Roman, Michaelroman.
All right, so tell us what's going on right now.
This afternoon we got a report of a possible structure fire, and as crews arrived on scene, we were able to confirm that there was a partial collapse to a structure due to a failure of the crane system on site.
Was there any fire involved too?
There was no fire involved. It was just the dust from the concrete that shot out of the building, and people on the street thought they saw smoke.
What floor did it happen on?
Between 9 and 10 reported.
And there were 4 people taken to the hospital. Were they construction workers?
There were 4 people on site that had minor injuries, were transported by Grady Hospital.
Okay. And the crane was inside the building, or?
The crane is attached to the structure, which is normal for construction of this type, and became unstable, and due to the nature, we shut down operations. The construction site had all evacuation for 1 block radius, and we're just waiting for more information from building engineers and the crane company to move further. But there's no victims on site, so there's no rescue taking place.
Did I hear you talking to some other people that live in the area saying they couldn't go home right now?
That's correct. We evacuated a 1 block radius at this time, so we evacuated 4 buildings, and the south end is what we deem to be the most at danger. So there's a fully occupied apartment structure that we emptied at this time.
Do you know the name of that?
At this time, I don't know. We just took the buildings in that area, and we just got with management and had them evacuated.
And is this an apartment building that's being built, or do you know what
This is some type of condominium apartment complex, yes. I don't know what it's going to be in the end, but it's just active construction. It's not occupied.
So right now, the building engineers are making sure that this is still structurally
Correct.
sound.
All the bosses from the construction company, the crane company, and they've got the engineers coming. They've got subject matter experts coming in. They're flying in right now to come take a look on site and see what the next step of action is going to be.
Should people avoid the area?
They should avoid the area for the next few hours until we know more, and at that point there'll probably be another confirmed statement to let them know what time the area will be open for normal operation.
Can you tell at this point what may have caused the crane to collapse?
At this time I don't know, but there was a failure to the crane. That's why we're in the situation we're in right now.
Would that be like too heavy of a load that may cause that?
No, there was no load on the crane. They are in a transition from moving from one crane to the other, but that's not what they were doing today. So until the engineers come out or possibly OSHA comes and investigates, we won't know for sure. We just know that something fell and caused a partial collapse to 2 floors, and there's instability of the structure on the high level floors. So that's why we cleared the building and stopped all construction. And we had anyone with an injury on site transported.
Possibility of other floors falling.
Right now, possibly, but based on the engineer's initial reaction, that's why we had all floors cleared.
And OSHA is on their way?
I haven't confirmed that yet, but I'm assuming next step is going to be with OSHA.
Was the collapse in the parking garage area or one of the floors?
It's on the balcony side, so not involved in the parking garage.
Do you know if the crane collapsed like inside?
No, the crane's still standing. It was just a component that fell off. That's as far as we know. And we had our drone up, so we have a full aerial visual of it, full accountability of people. Building's empty. All construction workers are out. All firefighters are out.
And what's the extent of that damage?
One floor is damaged. It's unstable on one of the high levels.
Do you know who inspects these construction sites or the cranes themselves?
At this time, no, I couldn't tell you who does it for this site specifically, but there are people on site that do inspect as product moves forward. You have safety crews, engineers, crane engineers that are all involved. So they're going to look at it and see at what point there was a failure in the system or a mistake, and then go from there.
What would you say to them, obviously, and folks walking around that this could have ended up much worse in the importance of inspections?
Well, it's important to maintain your equipment, inspect it throughout, but there's a lot of moving pieces on sites like this. But right now, avoid the area. There's going to be a lot of movement for fire rescue, and the engineers and the construction companies probably going to be moving some equipment in. So to the extent of what this area is going to be closed, I can't answer that right now.
Thank you.
Good?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.